Are you curious to know more about how IB exam difficulty works? Keep on watching! So today I would like to talk about the IB AAHL exam difficulty curve. I've introduced this concept several times in various revision sessions on the IB server, but this is the first time that I make a dedicated video just on this. The difficulty of the exam can be broken up into several parts. Within section A, I decided to split it into two parts. Questions 1 to 5, which is mostly consist of the SL questions, and questions 6 to 9, which are mostly HL only questions. Question 10 is a crossover, so it's going to be an SL question with an HL part, and questions 11 and 12 are HL only. The first few questions on the paper are always going to be easy, or in assessment lingo, accessible. We call the first three questions the settlers. They're intended to settle you down to take the exam. Questions 4 and 5 in section A tend to be a bit more challenging because it is at the very top end of the ASL paper. Starting question 6, there's usually a dip in the level of difficulty. And this is because if you struggle with question 5, they want you to keep going. Just imagine you open the exam paper and you don't know how to answer question 2. If the exam is just becoming more and more difficult at all times, you would literally throw in the towels after question 2. And that is no good to anyone. Because what if you are able to do some questions later on, right? It's not just you are doing yourself a disservice by not keep pushing through, but the IB is not doing the job properly as they have not gathered all the necessary evidence to give you the most appropriate level. Questions 6 to 9 are the HL only, and as you can see, they also get a bit harder over time. Section B usually starts with question 10, and question 10 is usually an SL question, and they will slap on an HL part. The HL part may be find the domain of the inverse function, find a domain of a composite function, find an integral that follows what you've done before, or it's the same question as SL, but being phrased in a different way. Questions 11 and 12 are HL only, and usually question 11 is easier than question 12. If you notice here, the difficulty of the first few parts of question 11, or of some parts of question 11, is lower than the difficulty at the end of question 10. And likewise, the difficulty of a couple parts in question 12 will be easier than the hardest parts in question 11. Once again, this is intentional. They would like to know how much you actually know. And for them to do that, they gotta give you a sense that you know what you're doing, and they will keep providing you with opportunities to show up what you know. It is a myth that the IB examiners want to catch you out. They will do anything but. They're in the business of giving you the right grades, and they will do what they can to facilitate that. If you have any comments or thoughts or opinions, please leave it in the comments. Otherwise, I will see you next time. Andrews out.